Hello everyone. Welcome back to Essence of a New Tarot. So today is also a collective and timeless reading. I was called to pull from the Togetherness quilt first and then move into a Thriving Tapestry Oracle card. I will then pull some tarot cards. Alice has something to say today, so I'll pull a deck or a card from her deck. And then I will pull a Yin and Yang Truth followed up by a Gemstone Whisper, and today we will end with a Spirit message. So for some of you, there might be a message there from Spirit for you. Keep in mind, we all live different lives and lifestyles and perceive things differently, so not everything that you see and hear today will resonate. I just ask that you take with you what does and leave behind what doesn't for the next person. As I like to say, if it's not fitting, don't shove it in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call in Spirit and open up today's reading. Okay. So the image I got was actually a clamshell opening, and in the middle was this beautiful, beautiful pearl. So for some of you, that image might resonate. It was almost like you were opening up. It was just gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so let's move these ahead here and make some room. And we will start with the first deck. Okay, Spirit, what is the message that we are meant to hear today? What is the message that we are meant to hear today, Spirit? What is it? What is the message we are meant to hear today? Okay. So we have two here. We have actually three here. Wow. Okay. So we have Wisdom's Growth, Radiant Kindness, and Flight of Liberation. So the first one is invest lifelong learning, whether through books, courses, or mentorship to expand your understanding. So this is just about you growing your wisdom, finding things that you're interested in, like things that you're passionate about, and trying to gain more knowledge, whether it's taking courses, reading book, watching YouTube, whatever it is that piques your interest. It's about gaining further knowledge. We also have Radiant Kindness. Perform random acts of kindness, spreading positivity and enhancing your interconnectedness. So this is really about you expanding your vibration as well. So what I'm getting from this is make sure that you're going at everything with an energy of love, an energy of love, an energy of kindness. This is really going to enhance not only your vibration from within, but it's going to enhance your connections with the people around you. And then we have this Flight of Liberation. Identify and release emotional or physical burdens, freeing yourself to pursue your dreams. So for those of you, just realize that you're the one holding yourself back, okay? And that's what I'm getting from this. This really is about you freeing yourself by just laying down the stuff that no longer serves you, the things that hold you back, anchor you to a certain vibration that keeps you trying to crawl. I'm getting this image of someone just trying to crawl up to the light. It's like they're buried almost, that feeling of just being buried and not being able to get out. You're holding yourself there. And that's what I'm getting from this. So it really is, the beginning of this energy is just about find the things that you're passionate about. And the reason that that's there, I think, is because once you find something you're passionate about, it gives you something to look forward to, put your energy into, and it brings you a certain amount of joy. And it might bring in a confidence as well. Being kind to other people and just cultivating that kindness, you're asking for the same energy that you wish upon yourself to other people. So, the golden rule, do unto others what you would have others do unto you. It's the same with energy. And freeing yourself, realizing that you're the only one that's chaining yourself to a certain place in your life. Great messages today. Some of you guys might be resonating with the sun, a tree, and feather. Those are also three images that I'm getting here from the cards. So now we're going to move into a thriving tapestry. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this reading? Okay. So we're getting respond. Okay, this is requiring a response. When adventure calls, answer with excitement and courage. Again, don't be anchoring yourself down. When you get that call to do something or pursue a passion or gain more knowledge, respond to it. Answer it with excitement, answer it with courage. Get involved is what I'm getting from this. Get involved. Don't, I'm getting the image of like a wallflower, you know, just someone who kind of sinks up against the wall and hopes that the shadow hides them. You know, it's not time to hide. It's time for you to really let that radiant sunshine, that kindness that's within you out for others to see. This card, the one that's, you know, got you anchored, you know, that's asking you to kind of like release yourself from your own emotional burdens, you know, let that inner joy out, let it shine out. And when somebody asks you, hey, do you want to do this and you want to do that? And maybe it's something that you may not even be interested in the moment, but what I'm getting is just say yes. You're not going to get any type of change in your life just sitting around waiting for it to come to you. You have to put the energy in there. You have to grasp it. You have to say yes. Say yes. Okay? So when adventure calls, answer with a yes, man. Let's do this. Let's go hiking. Let's do this. You know, get out. Get out in the sun. Get out in nature. You have the sun. You have nature. You have trees. You even have a feather here. So, you know, birds, freedom. Get out. Get out. Take that adventure. All right. What are we getting now? What are the tarot cards that we are meant to hear today, Spirit? Anything? Anything we are meant to hear today? Ooh. Okay. Notice how they all flew right over there too, right on top of that pile. So this is definitely has to do with these. So we're going to pull these all out. So we have a tower. There's definitely a tower. And I do believe, you know, it was reversed for me looking at it, but we're just going to do it this way. So we have a tower moment. Yes, that was a sudden change in your life. Something knocked you off your game. It did. It did. But you know what? You can only grow from there. You can only grow from there. You can't keep reliving this over and over and over again. This energy is meant for you to see that there was a change needed, okay? It was an end of a cycle. It was an end so that you could pick up your broken pieces and start over. And then you have the Fool card coming in, which is beautiful because this is literally a new start. This is a new beginning. You know, this is you seeing a new world, leaving behind what no longer serves you and seeing a whole new world that has just opened up. And you're seeing it through like these eyes of almost like a child, like it's all new to you. And with this, there's adventure, you know, there's opportunity, there's pleasure. This is just you being spontaneous and really realizing the possibilities that are out there. Allowing yourself to grow, allowing yourself to not only grow mentally, spiritually, you know, but you're also growing emotionally, you know. We have Judgment here. This is you, the feeling I'm getting for you is this is you having to finally face judgment on yourself and say, look, I am no longer what other people think of me. And I am not my past. You know, this is a new phase in your life. This is an inner calling. This is an awakening. This is a reckoning for you. You know, and you have the angel here blowing its trumpet. So I feel like you have divine guidance. You have angels looking over you, you know. I feel like the path forward in the last few readings has really been one word. And to me, that's forgiveness. And that's also in just Judgment card. I feel like in order for you to finally step into this new phase and this new rebirth of just, absolution, literally, is just recognizing that you need to forgive. You need to forgive whatever happened here, and whatever you've been doing on this journey afterwards, forgive so that you can move on, is what I'm getting from here. Beautiful, beautiful cards today. I don't know what Alice is going to have to say. Some of you guys might be resonating with the numbers on here as well. So we have the Tower, which is 16, the Fool, which is 0, and Judgment, which is 20. And I just also want to make sure I put out there for you guys that these are all major arcana. So this is the big energy, and they are all big shifts in your life. Each one of these was a big shift in your life, okay? So let's see what Alice has to say for you guys today. Alice, what is the message that you have? Okay, well, we got 2 here. What does she say? Oh, 3. Wow. So we have changed in the night. You have changed quickly. So for some of you, you guys have already changed. You've already realized that whoever that person was before that experience, that Tower moment, you are no longer that same person. We're getting set your course. Know where you wish to go. What is it that you want to do? Find new things that you want to learn and grow. Have a plan. You're going in the right direction is the message that I'm getting from her here. And then we're also getting in, law is not justice. Okay, so we have the Judgment card here as well. Oh, this is beautiful, because when I line these up, I just want to show you guys, when I line these up as they came out, changed in the night was the Tower. You put that over there. That was you. You had that Tower moment. It came crumbling down, and it was so quick. It was like overnight, and then we have set your course with the Fool card. That new adventure. Where are you going? Where are you heading to? Where are your plans of growth going to be? Judgment coming in. Law is not justice, and rules that are not fair. So unfortunately, you've learned a very, very, very delicate and honestly huge thing here. And the world's not fair. The world is not fair by any means, and you're going to have ups and downs, and you're going to have Tower moments, but it's up to you how you move forward from them. Do you show mercy? Do you forgive? Do you listen to that inner calling and you literally have a rebirth and awaken and you just start anew? I feel like you are very capable of adapting to whatever the universe throws your way. And you are fully aware that not only are our laws unfair, but sometimes the laws of the universe are very unfair as well, okay? But you keep going. You keep going, and you keep growing, and you keep spreading that radiant kindness that you have within. You don't allow it to change you. And that's the important message to take from that, is you don't allow the unfairness to change who you are. You keep showing up bright, smiling, joyful, beautiful. All right, let's see. What is the truth that they are meant to hear today? What is the truth the collective is meant to hear today, Spirit? What is the collective meant to hear today? Shadow work. So the truth is, you still are at a point in your life where you're doing some soul searching. There's some deep introspection here. And it's really about shadow work, reflecting. I get a lot of the Hermit energy in this as well. This is about going within, going within in the void. I see like the void, like a womb almost. It's like going within, doing that shadow work, figuring out what it is that is needed for balance. It's about shining the light into your shadows, but also allowing the shadows to balance in with the light, is what I'm getting from here. It's about reflecting, realizing that there are two sides to you, and that neither one is nor good or bad. There's a balance within them both that you have to find. And that is where you're going to find that soul, is within that. Beautiful, beautiful message for you guys today with that. So keep up the reflecting, keep up the shadow work, because that is what's bringing you into the light more, bringing you into more of a balance. Being able to, I see you cutting away those anchors holding you back. That's what it is. It's that shadow work, realizing that it's okay. It's okay sometimes to feel a certain way, but you can't let it, I want to say cement you, concrete you, almost like keep you still, not moving forward is the image I'm getting. You know, you can't let it hold you, paralyze you. You can't let it paralyze you. You know, there's got to be a step forward. What's the gemstone whisper that the collective is meant to hear today? Spirit, what is the gemstone whisper that the collective is meant to hear today? Okay. We are getting ruby and jade. So the first one is ruby. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. So infinity. What I'm getting from this is your words matter. Your thoughts matter. Your actions matter. They create ripple effects out into the universe. You are not as small as you think you are. I'm getting a puzzle piece. You are a delicate piece of a larger puzzle. So even when you feel like insignificant, always remember that you are still part of a bigger puzzle, a bigger picture. Your thoughts, your actions, they create motion. They create ripples into that universe. And it's infinite. They keep going outward. It's, you know, like, so what I'm getting from Spirit right now is that you really need to realize that your actions ripple out infinitely, okay? You want to vibrate at higher levels, these levels here of growth, growth and sun, radiance here, is what I'm getting. Because what's been grounding you so much is the fear, the jade. Becoming fearless isn't the point. That's impossible. It's learning how to control your fear and how to be free from it. And what I'm getting right now is you do it through the shadow work. You know, that's where a lot of your fears come from. It's that shadow side. It's that ego side of you that's just trying to protect you. But the way it does it, it's almost like a trap. It puts walls up and it keeps you from being able to move forward. Yeah, I just got the image of the concrete again being, but you're not stuck. And you know you're not stuck is what I'm getting here. A lot of you are actually learning how to tame your fears. Like, I'm definitely getting that. Like, you're starting to realize that the things that you're afraid of, the more that you think about them, the more that they're being manifested. So you're shining more light into them. You're bringing them into balance. You're definitely bringing them into balance. So as far as your truth card, you know, it's about reflecting and going within, you know, realizing that you are not that small and realizing how to tame and be free of those fears, which I do believe you are doing. Great messages today. It's all I see for you guys right here is just this period of growth. This period of growth, and as long as you stay on this path of really cultivating that joy, that kindness, you know, the things that you want in your life, and resonating them outward, you're going to have a beautiful life, you know. And don't be afraid to answer that call, okay? When adventure calls, don't be afraid to answer it, all right? What is the message from the spirits today for the end of this reading? How are we summing up this reading for the collective today, Spirit? What is the message? What is the message for the collective today, Spirit? How are we summing this up? I feel like there's one in there that just wants to come out, but it can't get into a spot. All right, guys. Come on. What is the message today? There we go. There we go. First one out. You know, the first one out, which is this one. Sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respected yourself enough to know you deserve better. Okay, so some of you guys, that tower moment that we are talking about over here, you know, that happened to you, Spirit is just reminding you that sometimes, you know, walking away is the only option. The number on the Alice card is 11 too. Change in the night, you know. And then you have that set your course, 22. So you have 11 and 22. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan the right direction. Sometimes you do have to walk away. And sometimes that direction is the right one. And it's, you know, definitely what I'm getting here. So I love you guys. I love you guys. I hope today's reading helped you in some ways. For those of you that didn't get anything from the reading, please tune into some of my other readings. There are messages there for you, I'm sure. I thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. I love you. Have a blessed day. I feel like there's one more thing in this reading, but it's really, the message is just keep going. Keep going, you know, keep doing what you're doing, self-reflecting. The universe is opening itself up to you. And you have your angels on your side. All right, guys, I love you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.